bro. About to run through the recap for you guys, man. 15-1, man. It's nothing to scoff at, bro. We did take a loss in week 14. It was a bad loss. We gave up 30 points for the first time all season. Um, but yeah, man, 15. Like I said, 15-1 is nothing to scoff at, bro. I'll take a look at the schedule, show y'all guys that. Um, we started off hot, bro. We started off hot. 19 points in the first 3 games that we gave up, bro. That's pretty damn good. Back-to-back games where we gave up 14 points, which was pretty much our low end, 14 points was the most we had given up pretty much all season. Give up 7 against the Raiders, 10 there. There's I think our second. No, that's our first shutout. Comes in week number 10. That's our first shutout. Seahawks avoid the shutout here. Chiefs avoid the shutout here late in the game, and the Bears as well in the fourth quarter. They avoid the shutout. But that's 3 or 4 games where I did not give up a single touchdown. And like I said, that's our only time we gave up more than 14 points was when we lost. We gave up 30. Looking at the toughness of the roster though, bro. I think week 1 the Cardinals, that was a total different user. Brewski just got here, but I think that was somebody else. That wasn't even the guy who was here before Brewski, which is insane. But Broncos, that was the first sim of the season. I had 2 simulated games here, which sucks. Because personally, I pride myself on playing all my games. But it's a situation where, schedule conflict there. The Chargers. The only time he scored was when he got me on a safety, man. He actually it was off a turnover, to be honest. From what I remember, it was off a turnover. Ball was spotted at the 1-yard line, and I went with a toss like an idiot. I can't remember this game with the Seahawks. Packers. This was a playoff team the season before. And at this point in the season, week 6, Rodgers was out, and he had a couple of the key injuries. So I didn't expect too much of a fight from that game, but I expected them to not give up 44 points. Cowboys was also undefeated at the time when we played. He was 6-0 when we played, and yeah, as you can see, 23-point victory. Raiders, another playoff team from last season, 41-7. Like I say, bro, when I get to the team, and you'll see how my team is built. It's built pretty much almost perfectly, but not quite. We get a dub against the Rams here, and I'll take a look at the box score of this game, bro, because you see the pass yards, bro, like 87 pass yards in the game. Like Goff just, and apparently the user of this team, bro, he says Goff overthrows everything. I get it, bro. 42% completion percentage against my team. That was pretty bad. Cardinals, that was a shutout. That was against the previous user. Lions, another playoff team from last season, did not end this season. Did not go too well for him. I don't know if it was injuries or whatever, but I think he's out of the playoffs this year. Seahawks has a chance. I don't know. It depends on how that game goes this week, and he might need some other teams to lose, but I think he's sitting at either 10-6 or 9-7, depending on if he wins or not. Falcons, of course, that's the Falcons, man. Really stacked roster. Didn't allow too many trades for that simple fact that like if you had to replace the user, I didn't want a situation where like, oh no, bro, I don't want these Falcons, bro. They don't even have Matt Ryan or Julio Jones, blah 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 blah. Right here, we take an L to the Vikings, bro. And I took a lot of time looking at this game, while I was at work on overnight. Definitely watched this game back, and I tried to see how I lost. It was more so because of those 3 interceptions, man. Those 3 interceptions. I only have 13 picks on the season. I think that was probably the first time I threw multiple picks in a game, which is insane because I throw the ball a lot. But 36 pass attempts is definitely high for CFM, and 3 interceptions, bro. That definitely killed it. I think that might have been the first game where I did not have Matt Breida. No, I'm lying, because Booker's on the team there. I don't know. Matt Breida might have been lost in the game before that. But, yeah, man, to end the season, bro, I mean, the last 3 games, this was an anomaly. Against the Chiefs, 52-3. This was just one of those games where everything just did not go his way. And the score depicts that as well. This game, 31-3. This was the last game I just played. Just finishes up about 30 minutes ago before making this video. And he didn't play any of his starters or something like that. So it is what it is. Um, Taking a look at the yearly numbers, bro, the yearly numbers do not look great. I'm not gonna lie. The touchdown to interception ratio was pretty solid. 35 touchdowns is a lot. It's the third in the league right now, pending the rest of the games that are going to be played. Um, 3,700 yards, 3,800 yards, 67% completion percentage. Yards per game is definitely down for me. 237. But when you have somebody that's balling like this guy, Matt Breida was, man, I had to feed him the ball, bro. I literally had to feed him the ball. It was just he was making so many plays throughout the season, bro. I had to commit to the run, and it was helping me win a lot of games. Devontae Booker, his numbers are really inflated, bro. Because I believe that Chiefs game is when he literally just went off. He absolutely went off. 233 yards on 13 carries. Yeah, it seemed like almost every time he had the ball, bro, it was just big play after big play after big play. He had 3 runs of 20 plus yards in that game. But as you can see here, this was the last game I played. This was his first game. This was the game after the 13 carry, 233-yard game. So it's not like he was, killing it per se, but he really killed it that one game. But Matt Breida, he was doing it all season, bro. 16 touchdowns in 12 games, or really 11, because he got injured on like the first series of the game he exited. So yeah, there's that. Marquise Goodwin goes over 1,000 yards for the second time in this with this team. 1,100 yards, bro, is nothing really to scoff at, man. 7 touchdowns for your speed guy. This is a guy that's not getting a lot of. Well, he's getting a lot of targets, but because there's when I tell you that like he's the highest rated guy at 84, then I have this guy here who I've been developing nicely, but he's not quite there yet, bro. He's just not quite there yet. He's maybe a season away from being a true number 2 receiver, a true number 2. And that's not nothing to really, like it's not bad. You know what I mean? Like his numbers are not bad for the first 2 seasons. When he started out, he was a 68 overall. But because he was 21 and I had, ample time to develop him, he is where he is today. He's 79 overall, 92 spec catch by default. And his route running is coming up. He's not a burner, but I'm literally grooming him to be wide receiver number 2 because I have to get that number 1 guy. George Kittle, solid receiver, man. Solid receiving tight end, bro. He's pretty good. I don't feel like I'm using him to his full potential, to be honest, but, that's neither here nor there. Numbers are down from last year. 11 touchdowns. A lot of those, bro, was literally on field goal fakes. Not going to lie, man. Fake field goals is where he ate last season, but this year I haven't been doing it too much. People caught on, so is that. Trent Taylor, I liked him in season 1. Season 2, he's just not getting that many targets, and I'm actually using the same playbook. Last year he got injured. This year he played a full season. This does not get a lot of targets out of the slot, bro. Does not get a lot of targets there. Matt Breida, 25 catches. Michael Floyd, who's actually a very key cog in this offense, 4 touchdowns. See here, none of our offensive linemen gives up more than 10 sacks, which is clutch. Peters gives up the most, and then next in line is Spencer Long. And the funny thing about Spencer Long is I signed him in free agency to a nice long deal. Not a long deal, but a pretty generous contract, right? $20 million, over $20 million for 3 seasons is what I paid him. And that's because I didn't have an answer at center. I had Nick Mangold on the roster year 1. We decided not to re-sign him. We're going to look in free agency. And I figured I'd go out here and I'd get the biggest, baddest man that could run block out here for the team. And the first game of the season, he gives up 4 sacks. He gives up 4 sacks in 1 game. So I said, you know what, bro? Let me just go ahead. If you're going to do that, let me just go ahead and start the rookie. And this is who I had drafted, I think mid-second or 3rd round, something like that. This is who I had drafted, and I felt as though if he was going to give up 4 sacks, I might as well have a rookie out there earning XP and experience in the game. And that's exactly what I did. I played him as my starter. Then he got hurt. So we had Spencer Long playing a little bit more. The other guy we drafted, Jordan Ryden, also missed time in this season. But he is coming along mighty nicely. That superstar development is lovely. 91 pass block with the confidence boost, bro. He's coming along mighty, mighty fine. He's actually in the top 10 for offensive lineman of the year, which is insane as a rookie. But Zach Martin did it, why not? Defensively, this is where this team shines, bro. Leader in tackles is Jordan Hicks. As you can see, when you're leader in tackles, there's only 69 tackles. That tells you one thing: you're getting turnovers or you're getting sacks, bro. And it's short downs, short series, and that's pretty much how we've been winning all this season, man. 69 tackles for our top guy. Tackles for loss, I believe, is 8. There it is. Eric Armstead, Hicks, Buckner, Williams, Hammond. That's crazy. A cornerback has 6 tackles for loss. When it gets to sacks, though, bro. When it gets to sacks, nothing can be denied about Solomon Thomas, man. Solomon Thomas is the premier pass rusher of this league, man. There's J.J. Watt, there's Von Miller, guys like that, and then that very next tier is Solomon. It's him, bro. It's this guy. 96 power move, 98 finesse move. 97 by default, but yo, when I tell y'all, bro, like literally the best pass rusher, man. He's right up there with Vic Beasley. And I had Vic Beasley in another league, and it's season 4. And Vic Beasley's like a 99 overall right now, too. But Solomon Thomas is right there. The thing that's so great about Solomon Thomas is his strength being at 91. If you put one of those weak ass 79 strength tackles on the field and it's against Solomon Thomas, oh my goodness, he gets bull rushed like it's no tomorrow, and it's so funny and it's so satisfying seeing it happen. Because, as a 3rd overall pick, you'd expect something like that. Now, I don't drop him in coverage too often. I have. Obviously, that 43 zone coverage does not fare too well. But, yeah, when he's rushing the passer, he's that guy. Next in line, bro, DeForest Buckner. And the funny thing about the Buckner, bro, like the first season 1, I did not have a lot of success with him rushing the passer because I left him inside. And it was pretty much, it's a 1-2 game with Buckner and Armstead, like which one we get double teamed, just depending on the alignment. And this season, I decided to play them more out. I played Buckner as his true right end spot. Armstead stayed inside, but there was also this guy right here, Jesse Williams. Now, the funny thing about that 4-man rush, when I say Jesse Williams, Armstead, Buckner, and Thomas, when I have that 4-man rush on the field, bro, that is one of the scariest pass rushes in the league. It has to be. Because when you have Williams inside, if he gets one-on-one, he bull rushes the dog shit out of whoever you have playing right guard or left guard. That 94 strength and being 325 pounds, bro, it comes in very, very handy. High motor, bull rush, big hitters, only traits he has. 72 stamina. He's not on the field a lot. But you have that coupled with Armstead, who can also win one-on-one. That 87 power move, 81 acceleration, 74 agility. He's solid. He's another solid pass rusher. Does not have high motor, though. Try to get that this offseason. But DeForest Buckner. This is the guy. I think they picked him top 10 as well. Ironically, he has more agility and acceleration, but that 86 strength, couple that with his 93 finesse move, which is basically 91 before the confidence boost, 88 block shed, 86 tackle. Like he's a very all-around player, and he's got 92 stamina. That's insane. I didn't know that. But yeah, playing him more at DN, which is kind of weird because he only has 71 speed, but he gets around the edge with his size and his agility. But that's the premier 4-man rush for this team, which is Thomas, Buckner, Armstead, and Williams. Now Jordan Hicks has 7.5 sacks as well. That's pretty damn good. Only has 1 pick. That's crazy. Chris Wormley, 7 sacks. Bro, when I tell y'all, I saw him in free agency and I immediately signed him. I didn't care who the fuck I had to release, but I knew I was going to sign this man. For whatever reason, bro, the Ravens released him. And this guy has premier trade value at 88 acceleration, 77 speed, 78 agility as a 300-pound man. That's 3 players I have on my team that are 300 pounds that can rush the passer. So yeah, that's kind of a fuck up from him, but I'll take it. I'll take it. Reuben Foster, 5.5 sacks, 7 picks, 15 pass deflections. He's getting much better in coverage. And here's his card. It's 88 overall by default, 91 hit power by default, 91 tackle, 92 pursuit. I think his zone coverage is pretty damn good at 87 right now as well, which is what I've been building him up to be. More so the third down linebacker, because Hicks is not coming along as fast as I would like him to. God damn it. Hicks is good. He's still that 90 acceleration, 86 agility is good. But after re-signing him to a nice long deal, I believe I signed him for 4 years. He's just not coming along as fast as I want him to be. Damn, 6 years. Good Lord. But yeah, he's not coming along as fast as I want him to be. But we also have Reuben Foster there. Shaq Riddick. Shaq Riddick is another player that I really, really like. I've been developing him in every league that I can get him. And he does one job very, very well, and that is get around the left tackles. Now he didn't have a lot of sacks last season, but he got a lot more this year. It was more so pressures last year. Pressures which led to Solomon Thomas sacks. And then this year he actually got home on a couple of those. So it's a 1-2 game between it's Shaq Riddick as well as Carl Bradford that plays that right outside linebacker in my defense. So that's 12 sacks between the two of them. That's not bad. That's a little rotation between them two. And then we had a couple of guys down here that are DBs. Got a sack and a half from LeBlanc. DJ Jones got there for a sack and a half. He does not get a lot of playing time at all. DeAndre Hall, last year's starting cornerback, a sack and 5 picks, and very limited playing time. Stephen Paya, who was my starter last year and started the season off as a starter, but Jesse Williams just been playing so well, bro. He's just been playing so well as that nose tackle, as well as being in my nickel defense as well. So, Stephen Paya, I loved you last year, bro, but you just didn't. I could not deny the effectiveness of Jesse Williams. So, there's that. Interceptions. Keller Witherspoon is going to lead the team with 9. And this is the big. I'm so glad he got 9 picks because he was going to make the Pro Bowl this year. Last year he was the biggest snub, as you saw his card right there. He was the biggest snub last year, bro, because he only had 2 interceptions. But the man had 28 pass deflections, bro. Not a single catch allowed. 28 pass deflections. This year he has the picks. He got the 9 picks, 3 touchdowns, 257 interception yards, and still 14 pass deflections, which is pretty damn good. So he's going to make the Pro Bowl this year. Second on the team, I believe, is the safety. No, it's Reuben Foster with 7 picks. Jaquiski Tart, another solid defender, man. He's kind of the forgotten guy of the defense, to be honest. But he's coming along nice. He's got to get that play record awareness up. That's what it is. Deontay Hammond, the 31st overall pick. This is the player that I got for losing the Super Bowl. And if losing the Super Bowl gets you this guy, I'll take that in year 1, bro. I'll take that. Because 93 speed, bro, 94 man, 93 zone. Play rec and awareness is all we got to get up now. 72 tackle, 76 pursuit. Block shed is not that high. Hit power is not that high. I'm not worried about that for a corner, though. You know what I mean? I just got him high motor trait. There it is. I think we did that. Yeah, there it is. This past week. And as you can see right here, this is the amount of XP that he's earning per week. Just about 1,400. No, I'm lying. 1,600 XP per week because he's my focus player for defense. And as you can see, we get we've been upgrading awareness and play rec. We got the high motor trait right there. 4 passes defense this game. Got him a nice little confidence boost. He's up to 99 now, which is insane. And I'll go ahead and show you that he was picked with the 31st overall pick, I believe. There it is, right there. Conservative play ball. I'm thinking about leaving that there because I like the fact that he knocks down everything. Having conservative play ball tendency as well as disciplined penalty trait, that's a shutdown corner what's the name, bro? Like that's the formula for shutdown corner. Because they're not gonna go for the pick, so they're not gonna get burnt as much, and they're gonna be disciplined and not get penalties. So yeah, that's the shutdown corner right there. Conservative and disciplined. So there's that. 5 picks for that young man. 31 pass deflections. Unfortunately, as we saw with the Keller Witherspoon, if you don't have like eight plus picks, you're not going to make the Pro Bowl. Hopefully, that's not the case this year, because he does have 5 interceptions that will go along with those 31 pass deflections, a safety and 2 TDs. So hopefully he makes the Pro Bowl, son. The rest of the DBs here, I think, like I said, DeAndre Hall is going to have 5 interceptions as well. He's more of a hybrid player at this point, bro. Last season, obviously before Deontay Hammond, he was our starting corner. He was our cornerback number 2. And we took the entire season to get him up to 90-plus man. He's been upgrading his press rating this season. Press and zone is what we've been doing this season for him. But he's playing as cornerback number 3, so he's not earning as much XP. But he's got that high motor trait, bro. He's got that high motor trait. He's 6'2", 91 jumping. 76 hit power is solid for a corner, as well as having 72 catching. So when he's playing, and like I said, the last game I played Hammond in the slot and moved Hall more so to that outside role, which he's really good at. And I'll just go ahead and show y'all his stats for the season as well as last season, because he balled out last year. Only had 2 picks last year, but he had 19 pass deflections. And in this season, playing in the nickel and a little bit outside, he's got 5 picks, 8 pass deflections, and a sack. That's not bad production out of this young man. Does have a fumble recovery as well, so there's that. Who else was on the team that I wanted to make note of? Marquise Smith, rookie, free safety, drafted as a corner though, but because I had enough depth at corner, and this guy had pretty solid hit power at 74, and solid tackling at 70, I'm like, bro, I can just play him at safety. And that's exactly what we did. 87 speed, not ideal, but it is very much good enough. And to be a 21-year-old rookie, to already be at 90-plus zone, going to work on that man, too, because I like to play man with my safeties. Yeah, bro, he's pretty damn good. 69 catching, 95 stamina, 41 spec catch, which is pretty damn solid. And yeah, he's a pretty damn good safety. He would have been a subpar corner, and I obviously wouldn't have been able to get him as much XP as a cornerback number 4, but as a safety number 2, which is what he started as, and then eventually became the starter because of an injury after missing time himself. He's become a pretty solid starter, and that's pretty much all we have to do from here on out is upgrade the play rec, awareness, and pursuit. And that's, he's pretty much a set it and forget it type of player at this point. Terrence Brooks was paid a nice amount of money to come play for this team. Was injured late in the season, which sucks. But he is an excellent blitzer, bro. He is an excellent blitzer at 91 speed, coming out that slot, out the nickelback position. Excellent blitzer. He's solid in coverage, man in zone. He's very athletic as well. 91 speed, 89 jumping, 91 stamina, 55 spec catch, all that good stuff, man. That Florida State defense that had so much speed on the field at any given time. This is a product of that. He's a hybrid player in every aspect, bro. He can play corner, really nickel. That's how I played him for my team. He does have 3 interceptions on the season, 9 pass deflections, 2 TDs. It'll be interesting to see how I use him next season, because he's obviously not going to play anymore this year with the torn tricep. But he's definitely a wild card type of player, and I really liked him in the slot, in the nickel role. But like I said, I've adapted to the other way I run it, which is kicking DeAndre Hall back outside and playing Hammond in the nickel. So it's just one of those things, man. Like, you want to blitz or do you want to play coverage? It depends, who's in there. I think that's pretty much it. I think Foster leads our team in forced fumbles. There it is, 3. Solomon Thomas has 2. Um, might play with a little bit more aggressive strip ball once we get some discipline trait for our guys. Armstead with 2 recoveries and a bunch of guys with 1. Had a couple safeties this year. Look at that. All key players with safeties, bro. Hammond, Buckner, Thomas, and Armstead. That's clutch, bro. Defensive touchdowns. That's a lot. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 defensive touchdowns. 10 defensive. That's insane. Actually, who played the most snaps this year? Let's see. Deontay Hammond. There it is. As well as let's go ahead and look at kickers. Might as well because we're here. Robbie Gould is probably not going to be on the squad next year. 73%, and you're a 13 years pro. Probably going to let you walk. I won't tell him that while we are in this playoff run though. Joe Williams has been the primary kick and punt returner all season. 613 yards on kicks, 541 on punts, and 2 touchdowns on punts. So that's key. Joe Williams also missed time this year, but you know it is what it is. But yeah, that's pretty much it, man. As far as yearly awards go, I think I have a couple guys up for awards. Not going to say they're going to win them, but Garoppolo's number 3 in MVP race, and first in the NFC, so which means he should win quarterback of the year. Maybe, I don't know. Offensive player of the year, I don't know. There's Pete Carmichael at 15-1. I don't think anybody else has played. Yeah, nobody else has played their games yet. That's up for Coach of the Year. 9-7. Seahawks did lose, it looks like. NFC Offensive Player of the Year is still Matt Breida. He's still leading, bro. That's insane. That just goes to show you the year he was having in only 12 games played, really 11. That he's still number 1 in Offensive Player of the Year voting. Zeke Elliott, Jimmy G, and Todd Gurley is right behind. Bryant McNeil, I believe, is a rookie. Defensive Player of the Year, hopefully, bro. Hopefully, I think it's the Redskins versus Cowboys. And hopefully the Redskins do not throw a single pick to Jalen Smith. That would be great. Because if they throw him a pick, I know he's going to win the award. But if they don't, Solomon Thomas, Defensive Player of the Year. Like, can't say finally because it's only second year, but God damn it. We should have won Defensive Rookie of the Year last year, but it went to somebody else. To another inside linebacker. But Offensive Rookie of the Year, Bryant McNeil. Running back, pretty effective. Nordley Davis. And like I said, I think that Davis is going to win it just off the strength of his numbers. But I think he's leading the league in receptions right now, which is insane. Defensive Rookie of the Year, I don't even know who that is. I don't even think we have a guy up for it, do we? Nope. Deontay Hammond. There it is. Only 5 interceptions gets you number 9 on the list for Defensive Rookie of the Year. Because everybody and their mother just throws picks all day. And everybody ends the season with 10. If you don't get 10 picks, you're not in the Pro Bowl. Best quarterback, Jimmy G. I don't doubt that he'll win that. Alex Smith, Dak Prescott, Matt Stafford. Best running back. It's tough, man. If he wins this award and has not played since week 14, that's a travesty. Because somebody else, I'm pretty sure, has more yards. Maybe not more touchdowns, but yeah. Gurley and Zeke, I think they should win those. Either one of those should win those awards. Best wide receiver goes. It's a race for 2 rookies here, and this one didn't play. So, Stephon Diggs, Marquise Goodwin, Noah Brown, and 11 touchdowns on the year. Hopefully, he makes the Pro Bowl. Jason Peters, number 4, obviously behind the big 3 in Dallas. Like, as long as you're in the NFC and these guys are playing for the Cowboys, it's one of them that's going to win the award, bro. It's nobody else. It's nobody else. Yeah, best D-line, I don't doubt that that's going to Donald. I think he has 20 sacks. Buckner ends the season with 18, which is a solid year, but when you're in the same division, same conference as Aaron Donald, it's going to be tough to walk away with that. Best linebacker, like I said, I think Solomon Thomas should win it at 25.5 sacks, 2 forced fumbles. A safety, I think he should definitely have the award there for best linebacker and best, defensive player of the year. Reuben Foster is down there at number 4. Keller Witherspoon, best DB. I think he has 9 picks. So hopefully we can walk away with that award there. That would be clutch because I can then go get clutch for Keller Witherspoon. As a matter of fact, let me just go see how much XP it would be. Let's see. Oh, I'm getting tired. Witherspoon's right here with 9 interceptions. Let's just see how much XP it would be if he wins that award. Because dying to know here. And look, so he hit this goal, he hit this goal, he hit this goal, he hit that goal. Defensive Player of the Year, 18,000 XP. That would be clutch. And win Best DB, that's another 16,000. Pro Bowl, oh my goodness. God damn it. If he wins all 3 of those awards, bro, he's literally going up to 99 awareness, 99 play rec, and probably 75 catching. I don't know. I don't know, bro. But yeah. Oh, definitely got to get him a high motor. High motor, strip ball, balanced. Get him all the traits. Clutch. Might as well put him on Superstar too. Why not? You know. As a matter of fact, not even Superstar, because it won't matter at that point. He'll still earn XP at a pretty rapid rate on quick. So, yeah, man. There's that, bro. I think that's the end of the video, man. Love, peace, and butt grease. I am out.